Hello folks and welcome back to our playthrough of Fallen Republic. So we decided, or I decided, to take a little trip into the future here. The battle with the rebellion was mostly just kind of like a back and forth. Not even a back and forth, it was just like a total slaughter fest. So I destroyed maybe a few more worlds with the Death Star, but ultimately the Death Star moves way too slow to be an effective it's even less effective than trying to use the Colossus in normal Stellaris. So ultimately, I decided to just use it to provide some support, some battle support, since it has its super laser and, starfighters. I don't think I've ever seen the Death Star yet use turbo lasers in battle, just because it's generally been too far away to make use out of them. But anyways, the rebellion has been, well, destroyed. The only survivor from it was the Chaloctans. The Chaloctan Council was the only force left. I was thinking of outright destroying them, but then I decided, you know what? I will take a moment to instead focus on some of the other threats that are in the galaxy. So one of them is the new Enclave. We already have a claim set up on their territory, so it's just a matter of getting some attack forces over there. We have this fleet, Group 3, which is my 7th sector fleet. We'll bring them into position. All they need is just some ground forces now, though. We also have our second Death Star, which, let's see, DS2. Even though technically it's the DS3, because... Actually, no, never mind. I was thinking Rebellion, but no, this isn't Rebellion. So, we have a second Death Star. Built and ready to go. I've also completed the work on the Infinity Gates research and have now been building those up. That will allow better transportation around the galaxy and all that. And I've also not quite ventured into chip space, but we're very close to being able to do it. Kinda also about ready to take on the Killiks as well. I just want to complete the work that I'm doing at Ilum here, building up some good defenses to take them on. Another thing that I'm working on is I've started to consolidate or annex some of my Federation allies. So the first one was the remnants of oh, what were they down here? I feel like I should remember. It's not the Juvex, because they're there. It's not the Senex. I've forgotten who was down here again, but yeah, who were renamed to the Interstellar Human Assembly. But yeah, they're taking over now. So I have all this territory here. I'm working on the Doran next. I've integrated the Trade Federation, so their territory is mine as well. Corellia, I'm leaving Corellia as is, just because, I have a soft spot for Corellia, so I figure I'll let them be. Alright, but the most important thing probably will be to integrate another faction. Turn another faction into a protectorate. The TN hegemony is probably the closest force that may be a problem, particularly because if we look in the Galactic Senate, they're the third person on the council. So if we were able to take over their territory, it would make things easier. So you know what? I think that's what we want to do. So let's position our fleets in preparation for that. We'll have to probably clear out Vajun here. Alright, Dantooine is being upgraded. I've also pretty much reached the end game portion of the technology tree. So it's just building up various items to make them stronger and all that. Death Star, what do I want to do with you? I'll just bring you to the Maelstrom for defense, honestly. And even that's going to take more than a year. Oh, that is just so pitiful. So pitiful. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I kind of hope that they increase the speed on the Death Star, because But then again, you know, I guess if I was playing the Rebels against the Death Star, and the Death Star was faster, that would be a pain in the butt. So I guess there's no real good option one way or another. Oh, I forgot we do have some forces taking out the pirates over here. One fleet complement that's actually proven relatively useful is a group of Imperial 2 Star Destroyers. I've set them up in a way that actually makes them pretty good. So, you know, they have pretty much the endgame tech for all their stuff, the octuple turbo lasers, heavy ion cannons, the TIE defenders, and TIE torpedo bombers. And then I've given them 4 fire control components. Hold, I'll just pause this while I am chatting here. So I have 4 fire control components, which each gives plus 8% fire rate, which is pretty good. I have 2 advanced shield generators, giving daily shield regen. And then I have 2 focusing arrays, which give plus 20% ship weapons range for each one. So, you know, plus 40% there. And then finally a hyperdrive booster on each of the ships, which increases their FTL speed. And overall, I'll say that this has worked out relatively well. Yeah, taking on this little pirate fleet, this Imperial 2 is taking some shield damage, but overall staying relatively good. Or at least it was. Now it's starting to take some armor damage, but I think it should be able to finish them off. The Imperial 2s have decent turbo lasers. They have, you know, large starfighter complements. And just overall, they make a good overall ship. So I figure I'll make use out of them for the time being. All right, let's speed things up. I've kind of given up on managing the economy for the most part, just because there's just so much going on. Good news, I'm making 19K in alloys. And I'm pretty much, you know, over 1K in everything else. So the economy at this point, nothing to worry about. Alright, group 1, you are completed there. Oh, do we have... Oh, we do have. So I was confused for a moment. That's why I had 2 transport groups, but it's because I actually have 2 fleets here. So group 1 is following that, so group 7 is the main part here. It would probably be good to go have them repair. So let's go do that. Also, the Admiral that I gave them gives weapons range bonus, as well as sublight speed bonus, which is pretty nice. Unfortunately, he's reached Arrested Development, so even though he can get up to level 5, he's not going to get any further. Have completed that assignment. So that's disappointing. Now what's this other... Or is that just... Oh, okay. That's just transport fleets following my fleets. Alright. I need transports. Do I have a group at Kurita? I do not. That's disappointing. Yeah, my overall plan here is I am going to start to try to make a protectorate out of the Tian hegemony. At the same time, I'll declare war on the new enclave to take over them. Probably not going to declare war on the Killiks just yet, but it's approaching. Probably another thing I need to do here at Kurita is build one of the droid centers. Let's see. Distribution. Weapons production? No. Okay, why can't I build the battle droids? It has building battle droid factory. I thought I had a battle droid factory here. Oh dear. Droid assembly, heavy vehicle, military academy. Okay, so for whatever reason, I don't seem to have the factory here. We need to increase our city districts here, though, because we're running out of out of homes for my people. All right, let's try making one last run around, looking for this battle droid factory here. Garrison Foundry. There's the battle droid factory. Oh my goodness. Okay. So battle droid factory, I want you on top. But I'm not really going to be too worried about it. And instead, we'll just recruit some basic, could do the Shadow Commandos, or the Clone Commandos. Go for the Clone Commandos. It takes some Bacta to make them, but we have a good amount of that. Oh god, it's gonna take them forever, though. That may have been a poor choice. Well, let's just go for some artillery. Lambda shuttle gunship we've used a little bit, or I've used a little bit. Again, referring to myself as the we. And do Dark Troopers, I guess. Okay. It's a group of 8, and 8 seems to be about the largest combat width that I have encountered. For those who don't know, combat width is where
We're going to need maintenance after this.
The number of units that you can have involved in a battle. On a ground battle. So, all right. Group 7's all healed up. Group 1 is good because they're following. So we'll send 7 over to take on these pirates. And then they'll approach the Tian hegemony, and we'll be all good, hopefully. Yeah, I haven't gone to... I mean, I guess I probably could without issue. I've also built the Executor here. So have the Executor, have some Star Destroyers along with it, have a Dominator. I did include a couple Victory 2s in this fleet. Mostly because they have the CNC aura, giving increased fire rate. Alright, let's send them out. Yes, I do have my science ship here, and they are just following. So Executor sends you out. Oh, this one's actually called the Lusankia rather than the Executor. Fine then. Use the Lusankia then. Rising unemployment. Yeah, that seems to be a major problem here. Things are just kind of, like, so if this was a normal Stellaris game, and hopefully there would be less planets and all that, I would probably just go around and stop population production on a lot of the worlds. But because there's just so many worlds all through here, I've just given up on it. So let the game naturally determine the course of the worlds, and pray that things don't end up in rebellion. But if it does, hey, that's canonical, you know. Another thing that I've noticed towards the end of the game here is I've stopped getting the prompts. I mean, I guess I can try to reset it, but I've stopped getting the prompts to send people out to become Jedi. I still get the prompts for doing research and all that, but yeah, the Force Ascension prompts, those have just completely ended. So I'm going to try to disable them and then re-enable them in 10 years when I can. See if that movie does something. The game has definitely slowed down though. I went back into my first episode to see what I had used, and I went with the Medium Galaxy. As nice as that is, it does seem like that may have been a mistake. Because, yeah, even now, it's still, like, it really chugs along. So, I think for my next playthrough, I'll probably go for the small galaxy. Even though, I was thinking about it, and I think I will probably try to do a narrative playthrough for my next campaign. The only thing with that, though, is because there's going to be editing involved in all that. More than likely, there might be a delay between this campaign and the start of that one. Ideally, I'd still be able to do, you know, videos 5 times a week. It's just going to be a little bit of delay to build up those videos and do the editing and all that. But I don't know. The release time for the videos could be changed as well. We'll see. I'm trying to think of who I want to play in that campaign. The Chiss are an option. I haven't played them yet. And, you know, there's a lot of unique elements to the Chiss. Particularly because where they start, they're really not near any other empires. As far as I understand from other people anyways. One person I was talking to said that the hyperlanes for him didn't spawn. Because the way that this mod works is, I don't know if it's necessarily a factor of just finding, you know, say Ilum to create this hyperlane or whatever. Or if it's more of a matter of just time in the game. But the game doesn't exactly spawn the hyperlane immediately. You know, it's not at the start, but rather at some point in the future, of which I haven't figured out yet. Probably there's an answer on the forums for Fallen Republic, but I haven't felt adventurous to do that. All right, so we're finally engaging the second pirate force here. And everything should go well. Yeah, look at that range attack from my Star Destroyers. It is very nice.
Our latest construction project is finished.
Because as you can see, there's... Oh, okay, so maybe there's finally starting to be a few shots towards my ships. But... let's take a quick review. Yeah, none of my ships seem to have been damaged yet. Although there are some missiles going around. Oh yeah, this is very nice. You know, total destruction. Except for probably like a lot of the smaller ships that can invade. But even then, this time they're not doing much of anything. Yeah, that was very sad on the parts of this pirate force. But keep in mind it was a smaller pirate force as well. Alright, time to move ahead. And probably when we attack, we'll probably want to attack from like here. Or, well, we could probably do a mixture. We could attack through Mandalorian space as well as through the Sea Trick. So Fleet 7 will send there. Fleet 1 will send into Mandalorian space.
Imperial scientists have new advancements to show us.
And before I get too involved, I am going to check with the Mandalorians, just to make sure that they aren't in any sort of pacts. No. So they're not involved in any pacts with the Tian hegemony, so I should be able to start the war. I'm gonna go with the turning them into a protectorate route, just because it'll give me less things to worry about. I should probably claim one of their systems, though, to set up a, an infinity gate. So what is a good location for that? You know, Voss might be it, you know. It's mysterious and all that. It would probably be a location where an infinity gate could be found. I'm hopeful of that, and I think this was in like one of the earlier Star Wars mods for Stellaris, but I do hope to see the Gree become one of the fallen empires that's possible. If I remember correctly from Star Wars The Old Republic, I never really did much with it, but I think there's like some kind of infinity gate or some kind of hyper gate that the Gree have. thinking about it, we don't have Secrets of the Gree here. We have the Rakata, Celestials, Zepho, and the Qua deal with the Infinity Gates, but we don't have anything from the Gree. Well, I'm sure there's going to be all manner of development for this game, so we'll see in time.
On the way.
Alright, Group 1, you're still gradually getting there. Group 7, same thing. How many days is... 370 days? Seriously, what the hell? You think you have fast hyperspace access, and then you realize, no, you really don't. Probably at some point I can take over Dathomir and build something there. Alright, so this system is all good. Let's send our science vessel to explore it. Meanwhile, we'll send the Executor out to take on this little pirate fleet. Should be able to get to see it in action. Ooh, this is a bad location. Total shield nullification. Well, hopefully we won't have that in the next area. Also, another thing that I noticed, I don't know if maybe I've just missed the research so far, or if the Empire actually doesn't have it, but I haven't gotten any fleet tenders. I've noticed the Rebels have one, which is very nice because it, you know, repairs hull and armor damage. But so far, the Empire has not had one. Although there are some admirals that you can find that do provide, you know, repairs. What? How did we get a random Twi'lek? Oh, probably, I know why. Because we did the, because we integrated people. That is why. Okay. Well, let's get rid of some of these admirals, because we don't want any of that. If they're commanding something, I'll leave them be, but if they're not, getting rid of them. I think anyways. Hold, I gotta check something real quick here. Nah. Order restored on Ord Mantell, hooray. This guy's human. Get rid of you. Yeah, I have gotten a lot of random fleets as well from integrating people. It's been interesting. Because I've noticed one thing, particularly in my alliance, is a lot of my members have opposing ethics and all that. Because after I'd integrated the first person, or annexed the first person, what had happened is my cohesion fell all the way down, so I went down a level as far as my federation goes. So that kind of sucked. Oh my god. I'm just realizing this is very, very slow. Like, I was hoping after I defeated the rebellion that the game would go a little bit quicker, but it is not appearing to be that way. Not appearing to be that way at all.
Permission granted to land on platform 327.
Constructing. Constructing. Constructing.
Also, one thing I noticed, and this may have been present in the last episode that I was, even though that was, you know, many in-game years ago. But when I was getting kind of low on credits, the main reason seemed to be I was over my starbase capacity. I mean, I still am, but I've been at least trying to go through and reduce the ones that I don't need at all, which seems to have helped. You know, the starbase capacity, if you don't watch it, can really get expensive. Kind of the same with the naval capacity, although that one I've been a little bit better at trying to hold at bay a little bit. The Empire Sprawl, though, that's kind of gone crazy. Like, I built a station over here that I wanted to focus on administration, but that hasn't exactly been the best either. Alright, are my fleets in position yet? Oh my goodness. Still halfway to get there. I could probably just start the war. Let's see. The Tian Hegemony is an alliance with the Zygerians, the Moncal, the Trandoshans, the Centrality, and the Alliance of Velocian Worlds, with weird broken off factions. They've become the overlord of several of them. So theoretically, if we become the overlord for them, that will make us overlord of these guys. I think, anyways. We'll find out. Another thing that I noticed, well, someone had mentioned in one of the comments asking if my relations went completely to crap because of destroying worlds, and yes, it did. As you can see, my opinion modifier with them is negative 1500. Part of it's because of being a threat, and then about half of that is because I cracked a world. Now, I don't know if that increases each time I crack a world, or if that's just a matter of, you know, just being as is. I don't know. Alright. That's one other thing I want to check. They're in an offensive war, and they've almost won.
Transport en route.
And we finally get to see the Executor in
Research
battle.
completed.
Now, did I upgrade the Executor at all, or did I leave it as standard? I want to say... Oh no, this is completely all standard. Oh, this is disappointing. Actually, you know what? It may be this way because of power requirements, I think. Oh, gotta upgrade my Infinity Gate. Okay. Back over to this little battle. So if I go to Ship Designer, and all the way down should be the Executor, or very close to all the way down. Yeah, the power requirements are the biggest issue I have right now. I think it's because of the octuple turbo lasers, or maybe it's just the large manner of all the weapons that I have. Because I have one supercharged shield generator, and then everything else is just the tachyonic reactors. And even then, I'm only at a plus 89 in power. I'm at the max hyperdrive, the max thrusters, the max shield generator, max armor, set to artillery, Imperial ship design. Now, I could change off from the Imperial ship design, because both that and the advanced offensive ship use an increased weapon damage, but it takes a massive amount of power. Sure. The only thing, though, is even if I came off of this, and I'll gain probably about, 2,500, I still can't really afford to take out one of these power generators and still have the max weapons. So that kind of defeats me a little bit. Also, one weird thing that I saw here, I have these heavy quad ball ion cannons that showed up on the ship, like, as soon as it was built. But I can't actually place those. They're just there, and if I overwrite them, then I won't be able to do anything with them. So that's a little weird. Not entirely sure why that is. But, I'll just
Research completed.
I'll just put it on the list of things that are a little weird about the mod. How's the Executor look in battle? Oh, there are individual turrets on the Executor then. Okay, that's kind of neat. Two little shield generators in the middle there. And then you got shield generators, looks like along the base area of the bridge, and then actually on the bridge itself. Interesting. My Admiral got the resilient traits. He lives longer, hooray! Alright, let's go meet the Chiss, and that will probably be it here for today. I wanted to start the war with the T hegemony, but, well, actually, I guess all my forces are there. Alright. Offer protectorate status. They must, oh hell, I forgot about that. They have to be at peace, so I can't declare war on them. Well, then I guess I'll just declare war on the new enclave. But if I'm doing that, I don't want a fleet in Mandalorian space. So go over to Antivi here real quick.
On the way.
Transport en route.
Actually, you know what? I could probably just go right over here. Are they involved with the new enclave? No. Okay, cool. Because, yeah, the Mandalorians, and I think one other person? Let's see, Not Alliance Association. Oh, they're part of a different alliance. Okay, interesting. Did this just recently happen? Because I could have sworn I saw that the new enclave was being guaranteed by someone. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just losing my mind. It's entirely possible. Well, in that case, let's just start the war. Oh, don't need to make claims. Just declare it. What? Oh, hell. So I'm being befriended because of this truce. Well, that kind of sucks. Well, that kind of like really sucks. All of my plans for this episode have gone like to crap because of diplomacy more than anything, I think. Can't declare war on the guy I want to turn into a protectorate because they're at war. Can't declare war on... Oh! But I think I'm gobbling up the Doran Commonwealth now. Hooray! We get to see it in action as it goes forever slow. Also, one other thing I noticed as well, as far as the alliances go, at least according to the text...
We must defend our space station.
According to the text, when you confederates a force, it says that it's supposed to take up, you know, -4 influence. But when I've done that, I haven't lost any influence. So I don't know if that's an issue in Stellaris or if that's an issue within the mod, but it is an issue. Who next to confederates? The Chani are an option. The Seutric hegemony were a little bit different. Yeah, really, there's only two more that have issues, the Chani and the Seutric. So I guess we'll do the Chani next. I'm going to check my cohesion. So cohesion is down to 0. But it is going up because of, you know, working on it, so... Yeah, I don't think it'll be much of an issue. I think once we... take over the Achani, then things won't be as horrible. And I'm just waiting to see if the next month... I thought it would show a difference on the cohesion, but maybe... The Chiss Ascendancy. Pitiful creatures. Know that we roamed the stars for eons before your hapless species mastered spaceflight. If any of your wretched little ships cross into our space, do not expect them to return. Your kind will not threaten our Emperor. So, okay, there, it's starting to go up. Total cohesion
Our
1.
builders have completed their assignment.
I feel confused. Or maybe it's just... Maybe everything's good with it. Alright, so what do the Chiss have as far as their forces go? They have 1, 2, 3, 4 fleets that are 233,000. That is a lot. Now, I don't suppose... Yeah, so someone had brought up the idea of doing a migration treaty with the Chiss. Only problem, though, they're a fallen empire, so we can't do that. So we're going to have to invade the Chiss, which is going to be interesting. But we're not going to do that just yet. So instead, I think we'll just explore a little bit. Anything... Oh, there's some stuff over here to explore.
We've received a transmission. We shall route it to you at your
Protectorate request. Oh. The Zabrak. I think they were a protector of the Doran, so you know what? We'll accept it. Alright, folks. Well, I guess that's probably it for today. Since I can't really do too much else, I can't declare war on the new Enclave. Since they're part of that stupid treaty, even though they weren't even part of... Oh, that's so irritating. So yeah, if you're wondering why this isn't working, why I can't declare war on the new Enclave. So the Chalaktans were the only remaining member of the Rebel Alliance. The Alliance of the Red Hand is what the game called it. They ended up joining the League of Star Nations. So apparently in them joining, they transferred that truce over to them. That kind of sucks. Actually, it really sucks. But it is what it is. So thanks for watching, folks. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and don't forget to leave a like. We'll pick this up next time where I think I'll probably do another advancements in time. Get things going a little bit so we can start the war with the new Enclave and all of their stuff. And we're approaching when we'll finally go to war with the Yuuzhan Vong. It will be interesting trying to take on the Killiks as well as the Chiss. But we'll see how it goes. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later.